Wow. What's going on, guys? How we all doing? It's your boy bGrynch coming to you on a special Thursday night edition of Underground Live because I kind of missed Tuesday. Tuesday just didn't have it for me. You know, I've been doing so much live me, it's been crazy. But you guys aren't going to believe what happened to me. First, let me explain that if you know bGrynch, and if you know anything about this show, you know that bGrynch hates fucking filters. If there's one thing bGrynch hates, it's a fucking filter because people misrepresent themselves. And what's up, Matt? People misrepresent themselves and they are fucking liars. So this is what happened to bGrynch today. But first, I have to explain a little bit of a backstory. I have a fucking boner for fucking filters. They have filters that shave your fucking face. They have filters that whiten your fucking teeth. They have filters that completely change your appearance. Okay? Now, to me, this is a fucking lie before you even meet somebody. How you doing, Julia? How's my baby doing? God, do I love Julia. Julia, check this out. This is really fucked up. I got catfished today. I got catfished in a fucking really crazy way. I'm not happy about it. Not happy about it at all. So what happened is, you guys know me. You guys know I hate the fucking filters. You know I think they misrepresent a person. Well, you want to know what else sucks? What else is fucked up? What's fucked up is when somebody puts a picture of themselves from like 4 years ago as their profile picture and has all their pictures on their albums are old and not a present fucking picture on there. The reason why I hate this is because exactly what happened today. Let me inform you guys what happened this afternoon, starting from last night. Last night, wow, Julia, everybody bounced out of here but you. They suck. Oh, who's this coming up behind me? Is that fucking Kokko?
Perfect. bGrynch caught nothing but catfish.
Yeah. I met this girl online last night. Okay? Beautiful woman. Okay? And she happens to live in my city. So this happens to be a girl that actually doesn't live out of state that bGrynch could actually fucking meet. So bGrynch is all like up for this. So what he does is he gets in touch with her to let her know we live in the same city, perhaps we should meet. And she's like, absolutely. She jumps right at the fucking chance of meeting the Grinch, and the Grinch is very happy about this. Because you know something? Well, bGrynch is a little bit distorted about this because bGrynch has a girlfriend coming down from Connecticut to stay with him for a week with her daughters. And bGrynch feels, has a lot of love for this girl. Her name's Nicole, by the way. And, I wasn't looking to go out and rail this bitch. I just wanted, I like friends. Friends are cool. And I want to make a new friend. I wasn't planning on fucking trying to date this girl or anything like that, but she was hot. I wanted to fucking hang out with her. No big deal. So I'm looking at this beautiful girl. We talked last night on the phone. No, I'm sorry. We didn't talk. We texted each other. She gave me her phone number. This morning when I woke up, I gave her a call. Now, this beautiful girl, she answers the phone like this. Hello? And I'm like, holy shit. And then she's like, nah, I'm just kidding. I just fucked with you. So I'm like, that's actually very funny. You got a fucking sense of humor. You answer the phone like with this deep voice, this beautiful girl. So not only is she beautiful, she has a sense of humor. That's right up bGrynch's alley. bGrynch likes that shit. So bGrynch decides to say, hey, what are you doing? Like today. She says, I happen to be at Barnes & Noble's at the Walk. That's right across the street from my house. So I'm like, yo, I live right there. So she's like, well, why don't you come across the street and fucking meet me? I'm like, that's word. I definitely will. So bGrynch puts on his combat boots because, that's how I get around because bGrynch don't drive. And I walk over to the Walk to Barnes & Noble's. Now, as I'm walking over to Barnes & Noble's, I walk past this lady who's about 300 pounds smoking a cigarette, talking on her phone. And I think to myself, woo, thank God that's not her. And I walk into Barnes & Noble's and I'm looking around Barnes & Noble's to see, where she might be at because I know what she looks like because I've seen her picture and I'm looking for this beautiful model-like woman. So, look, I finally can't find her. I call her on the phone and I'm like, hey, you. I'm like, where are you? She goes, you walked past me. I was sitting on the bench. Let me give you a little backstory. I forgot to mention. When I spoke to her on the phone, she was telling me how she ran every fucking day, how she was physically fit, but she has a little bit of a gut now. Now, bGrynch, he's superficial. He's shallow. But bGrynch is trying to learn how to be a better person and how to not be such a douchebag. Oh, it's tough. It's hard. But I can't help that shit. It just happens. You know what I mean? So I'm like, wow, the only person I saw out on that bench was this lady who can't possibly be who I'm looking for. But I go outside and I'm looking at the bench. I look at her. I look at the other bench. It's empty. And I'm saying, was this girl hiding on me? Where the fuck is she? I can't find this girl for nothing. All of a sudden I hear, Brian. And I look over and it is that fucking bitch that is fucking 300 pounds, smoking a fucking cigarette, laid out across this fucking bench that's supposed to fit 5 fucking people. She's fucking from one end to the other. And I'm saying to myself, what the fuck did I just get into? It's a wonder we have trust issues, huh? Well, let me tell you something, Sarah. If you're familiar with bGrynch and my show, if there's one thing I truly, truly hate, it's fucking filters. Because I feel like filters misrepresent people and it turns them fake. When you put a filter on your face, you're changing your appearance, especially when you want to try to meet people, and you are misrepresenting the person. You're lying to the person. This girl was literally lying, and when you put a filter on your face, you're lying to the person with whom you're trying to meet before you even speak a word to them. That's fucked up, because as soon as they see your picture and gain an interest to try to engage into a conversation with you, they've already lied to you before a word's been spoken. How fucked up is that? This girl lied to me before I even questioned her. Me too, I never use them. If you don't like me, fuck off. Thing is that if you're not aesthetically, if you don't have aesthetic perfection, that's fine, okay? You don't have to use a filter to fucking cover up your ugliness, is what I'm saying. Be true to yourself. Be proud of who you are. If you're ugly and you believe in yourself, you think you're beautiful, then you're a beautiful person, especially if you're a beautiful person on the inside. Especially considering that this girl had to mention that she just came into a substantial amount of money. It's very sad today, Sarah. Now, I just want to let you guys know, since I've been on Live Me, I'm able to actually fucking read the fucking comments and do the show at the same time without getting fucked up. If you guys haven't seen me on Live Me, it's like fucking UnderGround Live on crack. Love it. That's why I kind of got this little spark here tonight, because I was going to actually go on Live Me and I was going to do this fucking program. But I said, you know what? I got to give Facebook this program. And she actually happens to be on Facebook. But I'm not trying to be rude to her, because she unfriended me for some reason by accident, and I just haven't requested her friendship again. She knows my phone number. There is a good chance she's going to see this, but she has to be let known exactly what she's responsible for doing. With that being said, she lied to me. She tried to con me and sway me and persuade me into meeting her by letting me know that she's rich, that she owns horses, that she's very, very wealthy in thought and money, and that she wants to take me out to fucking lunch. Now, here I am thinking, bGrynch gets offered lunch and dinner by very many beautiful women, okay? Some of them come through, and some of them don't. I think some women probably are intimidated by the good looks of bGrynch, and that's fine. I understand that. The thing is that I'm really a nice fucking guy, and I really am not that shallow anymore. I'm coming out of my shallow shell and being a good fucking person. But the girl was a piece of ass, and bGrynch probably wanted to rail her. That's fine. But when bGrynch finds out who she really is, I mean, for crying out loud, this girl had to be 200 pounds. Like, I was looking at the photos of her. Smoking hot body, nice titties, gorgeous face. Guess what? All of those pictures from like fucking 2 to 3 years ago. In some way or another. Now listen, I don't care that a person is overweight. I used to be 250 pounds. Just because you're overweight doesn't mean you're slovenly or just a plain old fucking slob like my roommate Kokko. Okay? But he's not a slob as far as his body is concerned. He's more of a fucking slob like around my house. He messes shit up and he fucking does all this crazy shit, like throws potato chips in the air. It really gets on my fucking nerves sometimes. But he's a good guy. He's a slob like that. Okay? I'm not talking about a slob like an obese person who happens to just fucking eat everything that's not nailed down, because sometimes a certain medication that you might be on could make you overweight. That's what made me overweight. I was on medication. How you doing, Jen? I was on medication. It made me blow up to 250 pounds. Yes, my head was like a basketball. When I walked downstairs, my titties bounced. And when I tried to put on my combat boots during the morning, I actually couldn't breathe and I felt like my ribs were going to crack. Being overweight is not fucking cool. It's a fucking really bad thing, especially when you can't help it. Fortunately for me, I was able to lose the weight and get back down to my normal weight. What's up, Wyland? Get back down to my normal weight of 160 pounds. Now, granted, I've lost 15 pounds, so I'm weighing in at $145 right now. I'm perfectly happy with that. I don't care. Fact of the matter is that this girl fucking lied, and I knew she lied. I understand that, Sarah. But the fact of the matter is that people have to be real. You know what? If I went up to this girl and met her and said, you're a fucking liar, because your fucking profile picture doesn't represent who you really fucking are, I could say, you need to go fuck yourself, and I'm leaving. But you want to know what you guys would say? Oh, bGrynch is a fucking dick. He has no heart, and he's fucking unsympathetic to the fact that she's a fat fuck and an ugly motherfucker. Okay? That's not right. I'm not a dick. I've been lied to. I've been lied to before I even spoke a word to this fucking girl. Okay, then she wants to try and persuade bGrynch with money and food and taking me out to dinner and coffee and all that shit.
And whipped cream.
And whipped cream. She actually wanted, she had a lot of fucking whipped cream on her fucking coffee. bGrynch doesn't get whipped cream on his coffee because bGrynch thinks it's kind of gay.
Kind of light loafers. But did you walk by and you didn't recognize her? She's like, hello.
Sarah brings up internet dating. Let me tell you a little something about internet dating. Okay? Everybody on like the Facebook internet dating, they're all using apps. And the one thing that I love most about the internet dating is when they fucking put a baby picture of their kid as their profile picture. As if they're looking for a pedophile to come date their kid. They're pimping their little baby out on Facebook dating. bGrynch thinks that's fucked up. Quite honestly, who's gonna click fucking yes on a profile picture of an infant unless they got something fucked up with them? Now, quite honestly, bGrynch might think that the profile... Why are you just standing there in my fucking frame?
Letting you know this is what you're getting into. This is my priority, my baby, and if you want to even go on a date site to hit me up, my baby's my priority, so know what you're getting into. That's how I look at it.
You're half in the frame.
Well, that's all it is.
Get in the fucking frame if you're going to stay there. Just don't stand there slovenly in the frame.
I got so many good things to add to your story. Keep going.
All right.
I'll allow you to continue.
Thank you. When you go on these dating apps, okay, and they have a picture of their kid or they have a filtered picture, I think that's fucked up. As a matter of fact, oh, someone's mad at me? That's too fucking bad. Unless you're mad at the situation that I'm talking about, in which case, I understand. We could agree to disagree or we could agree to agree. Fact of the matter is that I think it's fucked up when someone misleads you to think that they're somebody that they're not, okay? If I were to come on here with a filter, and I come on here looking like fucking Brad Pitt, okay, and then you meet me, and I'm fucking bGrynch, Brian Rubin, you're going to be like, that's fucked up. You're still gorgeous, but you don't look like fucking Brad Pitt. I've been misled, and I would expect you to fucking hightail it out of there. But the fact of the matter is that this bitch actually looked nothing like what she looked like, and I was like fucking very, not only disappointed, I was pissed, because I fucking hate liars. If there's one thing bGrynch hates, it's a fucking liar. It's someone that can't be truthful to you or themselves. This bitch is living 3 years ago when she was fucking hot and not so obese. Now, this is fucking upsetting to me. Because here I am, fucking expecting to meet this beautiful girl who I just want to be friends with. Because like I said, I got this crush on this girl, Nicole. She coming from Connecticut to fucking Florida to meet me. But that doesn't mean that I don't have to fucking, I can't stop meeting fucking friends, right?
Connecticut? Sorry. I'm calling her out.
Fucking Kokko fucking always interrupting me. You got to see us on Live Me. He just fucking comes in here, pops in here.
Can I say two things?
I don't know if they can hear you. You're way too far from the mic.
She was like, I just want to let you know, I gained a little bit of weight and I got a little bit of a belly. Just when you meet me, looked a little different. And then when you got there, you didn't even recognize her. She was like way...
I walked right past her.
She's like, hello.
Sarah's been catfished before. This is the first time for me.
Dude, it is, it's disrespectful as fuck.
It's not only disrespectful, it's fucking pathological.
That is correct.
Why do you keep playing that fucking phone while bGrynch on the air?
I'm finna hook you up, watch.
Oh, all right. Coco gonna fucking get on the air here.
Back up your story.
He's gonna back up my story because he's actually been living this with me. I walked 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Thank God today was gorgeous out. It was a gorgeous 73 degrees out in sunny South Florida. Yeah, dudes do it too, and that's fine, but I don't usually check dudes out enough to wonder whether or not they catfishing me, okay? You know what I'm saying? I could care less whether a dude. Guys do angles and like a mofo. All right, that's fine. Guys do angles. I know nothing about angles. My 26-year-old son had to teach me how to do angles, not ankles, but angles.
And the guy that does that is a balls pussy.
Anybody that has to use angles, all right, is fucking retarded. And I'm going to tell you why. Especially fat women, they do the aerial shot. Now, I made a post once, okay, about heavy women doing the aerial shot to hide their stomach, okay, to show their big, titties, but to hide their stomach. And you realize that I lost like 30 friends because people get offended at the fact that you call them out, that they weigh a lot more than they're trying to appear, and you fucking... I'm sorry. I know you miss home, baby. It's 73 degrees right now. As a matter of fact, right now, it's actually, let's see. It's 73 degrees right now. It's gorgeous. It was a little cooler before when I was walking out in my shorts and my short sleeve shirt to go walk a 10-minute walk with my combat boots putting on the mileage to go meet a girl that was not aesthetically herself. This is fucked up, people. Now, I'm not, quite honestly, guys could be catfish too by using other people's pictures. Look, it's just like this girl. She didn't look anything like she did in the fucking pictures. For all I know, none of the pictures were hers. This had nothing to do with the filter. This had nothing to do, what is Kokko going to do?
Back of your story. Imagine if I went online with this as my profile picture. That was 10 years ago when I was working on a yacht and I got my Love Boat fucking uniform on. Now you see that picture and then you meet this. Aren't you going to be like, what the fuck?
Aren't you going to be pissed? Let's do that again. Give me your phone for a second. All right.
Hold on, don't flip too fast. You might see all the porn and shit.
So you're going to meet somebody on Facebook or on an internet app that happens to look like this guy. Okay, and you're saying, okay, he ugly as sin, but he has a cute quality to him, trusting eyes, and a nice smile.
Works on $1 million boat, traveling the world, worldly, cultured. That's me.
But the keyword is works on. Anyway, just fucking with you.
You know I don't work.
All right. Yeah, he don't work now. You live in my house for free, cooking and cleaning.
Correct.
What's up, Mitch? All right, anyway, my point is that if you took a look at that profile picture, go to meet that guy, and then see this ugly motherfucker. Grown out hair, big beard.
Salt and peppers.
Yeah, wrinkles, and you comparing him to this.
Super hot.
The profile picture that you see on his profile pic, you're like, I'm going to meet this fucking guy who's cute. You know what I mean?
That guy's good looking. Groomed, short hair.
Let's say with cute.
Tan, fit, and then this dude walks up. Hey, baby, can you buy me some Starbucks coffee?
That's fucked up. You've been lied to. That's fucked up. You've been catfished. Okay? Someone has thrown the fucking fishing pole out into the fucking lake. You have been snagged. You have been reeling in. You're stuck like fucking Chuck. Now, bGrynch, you've been mudfished. That's right. Now, bGrynch, he's a nice guy. bGrynch doesn't like to be rude to people. bGrynch doesn't like to call people out. So bGrynch actually hung out with her for a while.
That's current.
Why are you fucking interrupting me while I'm on the air?
Man, you can't do two things at once. Right, I'm just trying to back up your story.
Fucking Kokko, man. He knows that I get overwhelmed easily.
Yeah, of course it is.
And this is Facebook. This is the important platform.
Oh, this is what it fucking matters. This is where all the revenue comes from.
Right? Exactly.
It's disrespectful, that's all I'm saying.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's true, Shelby. I am a lot more attractive than I was when I was younger. Even though when I was younger, I was still fucking gorgeous. I've become more distinguished looking than I was when I was, younger. And I didn't have all this facial hair that makes me look like fucking Don Johnson, from Miami Vice. Don Johnson didn't have a 5 o'clock shadow. Did he? I don't know why that just popped out. But face it. I feel, and a lot of people actually tell me that I'm a lot better looking since I've gotten older. And perhaps they're right, but that's not what we're talking about. Men do. Women actually sometimes, they don't. Okay, This girl could have either been using pictures from years and years and years ago, or for all I know, they weren't even her. Okay? They weren't even her. I go and meet this person and they are a completely different fucking person than I saw that I thought I was meeting. I still hung out with her. I still bought her a cup of coffee. I still sat down there and rapped with her. And then you know what this girl tries to do? Offer me 2 Xanax. Did bGrynch take it? No, bGrynch don't do pills. bGrynch stays away from that shit. bGrynch's a good guy, even though you wouldn't think so. I know you guys have a preconceived notion about who bGrynch is and what bGrynch does, but you all are wrong, because the only person that truly really knows me is Julia Fike, because Julia Fike loves me and she knows that I have a mental disability and that I need love. That's all. So let's go on with what I'm saying. Now, for those of you that are just tuning in, we're talking about catfishing. bGrynch was not only catfished last night, today and last night, but he was catfished twice, almost. Do you realize that this girl on Instagram gets in touch with me, this gorgeous, gorgeous girl? You know, because bGrynch, that's how he roll, with the gorgeous women. So she gets in touch with me and she's telling me that she's a Marine and that she's in North Carolina, you know, that she's, you know, an active Marine. And I'm thinking to myself, wow, this girl's fucking hot. And I'm thinking to myself, why in the world? Oh, thank you. Well, you know something, Shelby. bGrynch used to be a fucking pillhead. bGrynch went to rehab. bGrynch got better. bGrynch only smokes weed now. So anyway, you're going to catfish me, Diane? But Diane, I already know what you look like, sweetheart, and you're beautiful. Let me continue with what I'm saying. You guys need to stop interrupting me. I'm just playing. You guys can. I usually don't watch the comments, but I'm getting a lot better at them now. Now, last night, this beautiful girl that I've never met, never spoken to, never seen before, hits me up on Instagram. So I look at her Instagram, you know, portfolio, and she only has 2 pictures of herself with a lot of pictures of animals. Now I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I don't know if this bitch for real. You know, because a lot of times, guys could actually make the, you know, perverted guys that want to meet people, they could take pictures of their old girlfriends that they have in their fucking camera roll, make a fake account. Hey, Beth doesn't realize this, but she's in the top 3 of crushes on bGrynch's list. Just saying. Just putting that out there, Beth. Top 3. Top fucking 3. That's fucking pretty. That's all right, anyway, so this girl, she's gorgeous, and she wants to fucking converse with the Grinch. So I reach out to her, and I'm like, hey, yo, what's up? You know, I answer her back. You know, she's like, yo, what's up? I'm like, yo, what's up? And she's like, you know, how you doing? And we get into a conversation. And then I start thinking to myself, this girl only had 2 fucking pictures up on her fucking portfolio, on her Instagram portfolio. What are the chances that I'm either talking to a man, I'm talking to a kid, or I'm talking to some fucking 300-pound lady who's just looking for the attention of a handsome-looking guy like bGrynch who knows how to speak and is charming? Now, the possibilities are great, so bGrynch has to fucking check now to make sure that he's not getting catfished. So all bGrynch does when he gets in this situation, all I ask is like, look, I understand you have 1,000 pictures of yourself. I'm not asking you to video chat with me. I'm not asking you to get on the phone with me. Just snap me a fucking selfie right now, giving me the fucking bird. Just give me a fucking picture like this, right this fucking second, then I'll know you're real. Because how many people in their camera roll have a picture of them flicking somebody off? Seriously. I actually got catfished once where I told this girl to take a selfie of herself holding up a piece of paper that said Brian on it. She wouldn't do it. That's how I knew she was a fake. She got blocked. She got cut off. She got never spoken to again by bGrynch. Now, this poor girl, all right, that had to catfish me today, I feel sorry for her because she actually was a nice girl. I don't have to, yes, Shelby, I don't have time to fucking keep up with a fake person either. You know, she was nice. She was very nice. But the fact of the matter is that she started lying to me before we even spoke. She was lying before we even knew each other. She was lying before we were introduced. You don't understand. That profile picture is what captures the eye of the fucking person going through the news feed. You know, that we're all humans, and we all look at fucking, I know you're a nice girl, Diane. You're fucking awesome. bGrynch loves you. But the fact of the matter is that sometimes when we're rolling down our feed, all right, we're not just looking straight at we're not looking at the fucking words. We're looking at the profile picture first because we want to see who's making the post themselves. And if it's someone that's aesthetically correct, who's pretty and beautiful, chances are you're going to stop and fucking look at the post. For instance, when I had a female co-host on here, I used to get 1,200 views to 3,500 views. But now since bGrynch on here himself, he's lucky if he gets 500-600 views, which in the last couple of weeks has been down to like in the hundreds, but is slowly climbing its back way up to the 300s and 400s, which makes bGrynch happy because you guys don't watch. Y'all are watching now, though, which I greatly appreciate, those of you that are tuning in. But this is an important subject because we're all susceptible to being fucking catfished. And it's fucking wrong. That's why you always hear me bitching about filters. That's another fucking way of misrepresenting yourself, and I just don't like it. So I had to get on here today, and I had to just speak my mind about fucking selfies being fucking photoshopped. Look, let me tell you something. You all might remember this girl, Tracy, okay? Tracy was a huge fucking stalker of mine. Tracy became a friend of mine. She lived in Naples, which is on the other side of Florida. I'm on the East Coast. She was on the West Coast. Okay, and she was this gorgeous, gorgeous girl who wanted to get in a virtual internet relationship with me. Now, bGrynch, he's not that thirsty. Okay? But bGrynch remained friends with her, and she was very, very smart. She wanted to start helping bGrynch with the show. She did a lot of things like hack into bGrynch's account, fuck bGrynch up totally, and almost ruined bGrynch's life. Because when bGrynch started dating Brittany, this fucking girl went off the fucking handle because she thought that she was actually like my girlfriend with whom I've never even seen. Now, granted, she was gorgeous from her fucking profile pictures and whatnot. Unfortunately for her, she overdosed on fucking 6 caps of heroin and Xanax and died. After she died, which thank God, you know, she actually fucking passed away because I'm going to tell you what, you guys are going to be like, oh, what a dick. I can't believe he just said that. No, this girl was seriously single white female-ing me out to fucking ruin my fucking life. Not the fact that she got 45 of my shows taken off my wall and completely erased from fucking Facebook. She was going after my livelihood, the way that I make money. She literally called my fucking parents, called my aunt in New York, found out their fucking phone numbers, which I don't know how she did that because, like, my parents' phone number is impossible to find. You cannot find my parents' phone number even in a background check because of the security that my family has with law enforcement, and it's just not possible for anybody to just come up with my parents' phone number. This diabolical fucking meth-headed genius who would stay up for 24 hours a day for 3 months doing fucking detective research on bGrynch found out my parents' phone number and called them up and told them that I was on heroin and meth. Now, my parents are like, wow, that's fucked up. You know, they actually believed her because she had this sweet little voice. Now, after she overdosed and died, one of her real friends posted on her fucking timeline a picture of the real fucking Tracy. Tracy was 300 fucking pounds. Okay? Tracy was nothing like... Tracy was a pro fucking Photoshopper. And she would Photoshop her friends too. So she had ugly friends, and she was ugly. And I actually met one of her friends. That's how I met Tracy. I was actually dating one of her friends. Okay? This girl that happened to be half black, half white with dreadlocks, who was actually beautiful. Until the day she fucking comes to bGrynch's house and looks like she put her makeup on with a spackler, or a shovel, or some kind of hoe. Something that has a fucking straight edge that she could just fucking cake it on with and cover up all the craters and all the fucking pimples and all the shit that's on her face that shouldn't be there, that wasn't there in her pictures, because what does she use? She uses one of those smooth over fucking filters to make her complexion look great. This, my friend, is an awful, awful misrepresentation of somebody. bGrynch still let her spend the night. bGrynch didn't have sex with this girl because this girl happened to have genitalia that fucking I could smell from her belly button, and it was fucking disgusting. bGrynch almost threw up, but bGrynch still let her lay in his bed till the next morning because bGrynch ain't an asshole like that. Well, let me tell you something. When she got up in the morning, she left half of her face on bGrynch's fucking pillowcase. Now, when I say that, it's because half of her face was fucking covered in fucking makeup, and that makeup stayed dormant on bGrynch's pillowcase bGrynch had to take that pillowcase off and fucking wash it like 3 times to get fucking 3 inches of fucking makeup off her fucking face because of the fact that she caked that shit on. Now, what you have to do in an instance where you're going to actually meet somebody, you can't fucking Photoshop yourself when you're going to meet somebody. So you cake on the makeup. But today, this girl wasn't even the same fucking girl. She used a completely different picture to fucking catfish me in. And bGrynch fell for it because bGrynch is a fucking moron. bGrynch doesn't know how to just say enough is enough. Stop trying to meet these women. They all fucking crazy. They all after you. They all want to ruin your fucking life. bGrynch, just stay by yourself. Work things out with this girl Nicole that's coming to see you from fucking Connecticut in a couple of days. Make sure things are solvent with her. And stay, try not to fucking juggle so many women, because you know something, that's not how bGrynch rolls. I've never been like that, juggling women. All right, I'm lying. In my 20s, I was definitely juggling women. But I was 20. I was in my 20s. I was 25. I was driving around in a convertible Mustang GT. Now I'm broke. I don't drive. I have no money. And I'm crazy. So, bGrynch doesn't always make the proper decisions that he should. So some people will call me half retarded. Some people will call me absent-minded. Some people will just plain call me stupid. You want to know something? All of those are exact descriptions of exactly what bGrynch is. Because bGrynch don't know how to think for his fucking self. My friend Riley says to me, she says, bGrynch, you better watch out for this one. You better watch out for this one, because I have a feeling that they're misrepresenting themselves because it was just too easy. bGrynch says to her, baby, I'm bGrynch. What are you talking about? Beautiful women are falling all over me all the time. Well, guess what? Riley was right. Riley fucking had it pegged. Because let me tell you something. This bitch was definitely not who she appeared to be. She wasn't even the same fucking person. Now, like I said before, okay, to you guys that have just tuned in now, if I would have said, excuse me, you're so-and-so? You're nothing but a fucking fat motherfucker. I could have went off on this girl. I could have used obscene words. I could have degraded her because I was so fucking pissed that I could have given my actual description of who I thought she was, which was an overweight, ugly, self-absorbed, fucking conniving, persuading, lying fucking bitch. Okay, because she had to make sure that before I saw her big, fat, ugly body, that when I was thinking that she was gorgeous, because of the fucking faces that she made, the pictures that she had, and the body that she was displaying on fucking Facebook, that she also had to let me know that she was very, very fucking monetarily fucking wealthy. Now, that's fucked up. Because what she did was, what she said, as soon as bGrynch meets her, and finds out that she's this big fat fuck and not the skinny hot little fucking smoking Betty that she displayed on her fucking Facebook to persuade bGrynch to go meet her, that, oh, it's okay that you're not good looking, has nothing to do with looks. It's the fact that you ain't the fucking person that you said you was. You're a fucking liar. But she had to throw in the fact that she's wealthy, and that might stir bGrynch into a relationship with her or a friendship with her, because bGrynch might be motivated to the fact that she's monetarily wealthy and bGrynch can get free shit. Well, guess what? bGrynch can't be bought, okay? That's just the way it is. I could give as much shit about money as I could give a shit about getting slapped in the face with one of those fucking garden rakes. Don't care. Don't want to do it. Not my money. Not my fucking problem. Not my personality. Not my fucking problem. It ain't happening. Not now. No way. Never. Okay? That's just how bGrynch rolls. So, I'm just letting you guys know that if you use filters and you use them as your profile picture, okay, and someone is trying to fucking hit on you or pick you up or friend you and try to date you, I think you should be right off the bat honest to them. Look, before we meet, I want to let you know that the person that you're seeing in your profile picture is like an old picture of me. I don't look like that anymore. Or just be real and say, that's not me at all. You want to see a picture of me before you come meet me? Don't make bGrynch walk fucking a half a mile, 10 minutes in 73-degree weather. Because you want to know something? 73-degree weather is beautiful. But when you got to walk from my house to the walk, it gets a little warm. Yeah, it's a little warm down here in Florida. The air is cool, but the fucking sun is hot. You know what I'm saying? Fucking Florida. bGrynch don't drive. bGrynch has to walk. bGrynch uses these right here. That's my vehicle. That's what I put my mileage on. So I'm going to make this short and say, look, fuck your filters. Fuck your white teeth fucking filters. Because, she could have even used a white teeth filter and her shit could have been all rotted out and disgusting. So all I'm saying is be real to people. Be real to yourself. Stop using those fucking filters. If you're going to meet somebody shows interest in you, fucking be upfront and honest with them and say, I am not the person I appear to be. I just want to let you know that before you come and meet me, because otherwise you're going to walk right past me, not realizing it was me, like bGrynch did today, and that's fucked up. On that note, I'm going to stop boring you guys with my bitching and ranting and say, keep it real, people. Love each other. Peace.